I hope that's okay now. It was saying no sound before. If you didn't get anything that I was saying before, we were talking about, Maddie phoned me up before and said to me I can't find the pie maker. And I said, okay, then that's fine. No worries about that. We'll do something different if you want. So yeah, Maddie was telling me, and I was telling Maddie, we're going to do a live stream up the top there. A bit later on, I'm going to head out there because our friend is coming today to do that meeting with me again. And as you guys know, I'm not looking forward to doing that meeting. So I'm going to head up that way. I'll take Butch with me, and we are going to head up that way at 12:30ish, something like that. Just because I don't need the stress. And as I said to you guys before the phone cut, before we couldn't hear each other, I did say that I just wanted to have an easy day, not be stressed out and stuff like that. And yeah, at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do. And having a meeting, you know what I'm like with meetings, guys. I get very anxious. I get very like frustrated and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, no one likes to have a meeting where someone's talking at you, and you sort of fall into the trap where you don't say much, but you listen to what they say all the time, and you sort of then fall in and say, yeah, okay then, yeah, fine. And I'm the type of person that's very easily led with these things, and I have to be very, very careful on, say with me, getting very easily led in being talked into something I don't want to do. So I have to be careful, and I have to stand up for myself. As you guys know, I said to you guys yesterday that, and I mentioned this on the live yesterday, the day before I had to talk to my case manager, and this is for the new people that have subscribed to the channel and don't know much about the channel. I did talk to my case manager yesterday, and the day before yesterday, and I did say to her, well, this is bugging me, can we do something about it? And she said to me, yeah, sure, we can do something about it, not a problem, Pete, we can do something about this. So hopefully today there will be no money talk, there'll be no budget talk, because it's off the table. So, and I have to do it that way, because if I don't, people are going to walk all over me, and that's not the way I operate. So today we're going to talk about different things, and you know, I'm going to be up there because I think that's better, so then my father can't come and interfere, because he comes in and interferes, and that then gets my back up, because then I'm all sad, and then this guy's talking to me, and it's on and on in my ear, you know, like a budgie in your ear. He's sort of the same, you know. I call him the talking budgie. That's his new nickname, guys, the talking budgie. Because he talks at you, not with you, if you know what I mean. And at the end of the day, I don't make deals with no one. Not when it comes to about money, no way. Only people that are doing me job, like building a van or something like that for me, that's a different story whatsoever. And you guys have gave me the advice to stand up for myself, and I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased and very blessed that you guys did give me the encouragement to stand up for myself, because at the end of the day, people with ADHD and autism, we have trouble standing up for ourselves. We do struggle with stuff like that, and having you guys with us, and you guys supporting me and supporting the things I do, that's a blessing. It's very important to me to have you guys on my side, and all that good jazz. At the end of the day, it's sometimes can be very hard to do things, but I'm sure with your help, I can go ahead and do them, and I can say, let me be here with you guys to do more live streaming. Nothing much is going to change. I am trying to get more subscribers on the channel, so you guys can like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. We've had over 50 subscribers that have joined that have subscribed to the channel, and that's been fairly good to get to know you people and get to know all the new subscribers that have been out there. I was talking to let's see, yesterday we were on a live stream on the TikTok channel, and I said to him for a joke, I said, let's see, how do you always on my live streams, how do you get on them all the time? And he said, oh well, I'm a hole digger, so he digs hole in his digs holes and he's in his excavator and he watches the live stream and he watches what we say. We were talking yesterday, me and let's see, about his Nissan Navara ute that he's got, and he was telling me all about it and what it does and stuff like that. And I said to him, you know, how do you finding the live streams? And he turned around and said to me, they're good. He said, I enjoyed them. He said, you know, you're very funny. The stories you tell, the things you get yourself into. And Matty was here with me yesterday, and Matty says he digs a lot. Peter digs a lot of holes for himself. He gets himself into mischief and stuff like that, and we're always trying to get him out of mischief. And I thought that was very funny when Matty turned around and said that, because let's see was you know, he couldn't stop laughing at the end of the phone. As you guys know, I made that big stuff up on, I think it was Tuesday, when Ava was here. I made that big stuff up with that that bloke named Lloyd on the channel, and I made a big stuff up, and I got myself into a situation where I didn't want to be, and I think it embarrassed Lloyd, and I think it embarrassed me as well, because I got a bit confused, as most people know. I always getting myself confused and getting myself into these situations that do happen, right? And long story short, I thought Lloyd was a different gender than what he said he was, because he put his name Lloyd Sophie, and I thought, oh yeah, that's like my mate Sophie. And when I was talking to him, it sounded like he was a lady. And he said, oh no, I get that from all my mates say that about me. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, right. Everyone says that about him. Then, no, I didn't know what to think at the time. I didn't know what was going on and stuff like that. So I did think to myself, okay, then I've got to go on TikTok and apologise to this guy. And I did. I went over to TikTok and apologised to him, and as I was saying so to him, Ava, that was sitting next to me right here, she couldn't stop laughing. She thought it was hilarious that I completely stuffed up and made a fool of myself. And the end of, and I couldn't stop laughing too, because I said to Ava, it's not very funny. And the more I said it's not very funny, the more poor Lloyd on the other end of the phone, he couldn't, on the live stream, he could not stop laughing. He thought that it was hilarious. And Hamish was on the live stream, and Hamish is saying to me, Peter, do you realise you're digging another hole for yourself? The hole is getting deeper and deeper for you. And I said to Hamish, mate, I'm always doing this. You should know me by now. And yesterday Hamish jumped on the live stream. I think it was on this channel here on YouTube, and Hamish turns around and says, Peter does need help. And I thought that was hilarious when Hamish came out with that Peter does need help, because I think that's true. Sometimes Peter does need help, because he does get himself into situations which a normal person wouldn't get himself into that situation. And I think it was just hilarious the way that Hamish stepped in, and he made me laugh. I mean, all of you guys that are on this channel, you all make me laugh with all your nice comments about videos and about Maddie and everyone like that. And yeah, you guys really make me laugh about that, the way you come into bat and you watch what I'm doing with my support people. And I know you guys are on here for the support people as well. Don't get me wrong, I've been awake up to that from day one. I know some people like me, fair enough, that's great news if you do, but I know a lot of people are only on here for the ladies that are with me. I know that's majority of my subscribers are here because the ladies are here with me, because they like to see what Maddie's up to. I like to see what the other people are up to, and I know from the views I get from the videos which one is which, sort of thing. I know that when I get certain views, well, yeah, that's good for me, but I know when the ladies get certain views, well, that's good luck to them as well. In an ideal world, it would be good in an ideal world, if say with me, it could be for, you know, people watch the channel because of me and because they like what I'm doing. Hello, Sarah. I was wondering where you were going to pop on. I was just explaining to the guys that Maddie will be here at 1 o'clock, and I've got that bullshit meeting going to happen today, so I'm heading up there where the waterfall is. So if he does crap on, I can just say, oh yeah, look at that waterfall. So I'm going to change the subject. No pies today, Sarah, by the way. Maddie's friend went to work and Maddie doesn't know where the pie maker is because he just phoned me up before. A lot of people were on the live and I was talking for about a good 10 minutes and no one could hear me, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, what's going on? Then when people kept coming up, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. I had to then restart the live again. I've been over on TikTok. I've done a bit there. I may jump over there later, who knows. Basically I'm just here just telling people what's going on, and yeah, no, I'm on my phone at the moment. Just, we're not charging at the moment. The phone, we're letting the phone go down. Then we'll use my, let's see if I can bring it up, this little thing here, which is a jump box for a car, by the way. For people are wondering, shit, Pete, what the hell is that, boy? That is a jump pack for the Hyos. But I needed one to charge the phone, and this, my other one died. It's got a pin inside which had broken. It was a small red one, but it really didn't last that long. It was about like a maximum 2 or 3 hours and bang, you go flat. This baby lasts about nearly 9 or 10 hours on one full charge, so that's great, because when I do live streaming and my phone does get a bit low, I can top it back up with this little thing here. So that works out really good for us. It's like I'd say like a portable station. I know people have been saying to me, are you going to get it? Those, what do you call it? What do you call those stations? Not PlayStation, stay with me, the solar powered things where you plug cords in for like TVs, stuff like that. Portable power stations. I think they're called power stations. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. We might look into one of those in the future. You never know, in case we go down the beach or something and we want to watch a bit of TV, we might. I'm not saying never. There is plans for that, because then we could charge this thing off of one of those too, and I could keep the phone. I could keep my phone charging with this on one of those as well, and then that way I wouldn't have to worry about this portable charger here going flat and running out of power when we need it, because sometimes Maddie charges her phone, and when you're double charging from this station thing here that I've got, it lowers it, and then you sort of get to 30% and she flashes to let you know, hey, I need charging. So that's something we will be thinking about in the future. Maddie and I, after the live stream we done yesterday, we were looking, Maddie says to me, what do you want for Christmas, Pete? And morning, mate, good morning, let's see. I said to Maddie, because Maddie said to me, I'll buy you Monopoly or whatever. Maddie had a look on Kmart the other day, and we saw, you know, a picnic table. Maddie said, oh, I'll get you a picnic table for the van. And I said, well, look, you don't tell me what you're going to get me. You get me what you want for Christmas. Well, I've got to get Maddie something as well, because he's coming on Christmas morning. So he'll be working with me on Christmas morning from 7 a.m. till 10:30, because then she has to go. My father has bought tickets for the family to go out for, stay with me, for Christmas. And then Boxing Day, I have got Stay With Me, what's her name coming? Shannon. She's a lovely person to work with. She's on placement at the moment, nursing placement, and we have got another person stepping in on the 8th of January, but might be sooner than that, because we want to, she'll be taken over from, I don't know if you met Olivia, Sarah, I don't think you met Olivia. She's the one with the glasses. She has been on my channel. She's a support worker that I have been working with for almost over a year and 6 months, I think it's been. that Olivia and I have started to work together. We all know, we know Maddie. Maddie's a classic. All I can say about Maddie is I love her dearly. It's like a daughter and like a sister to me. Um, we get on famously. She's got me out of so much shit, you wouldn't believe it. She's always got me back, that one, always, and I do appreciate it very much. I really do. And sometimes, because I'm a diabetic and I get the wind sometimes, and I go, "Hey, Maddie, got this?" And Maddie turns around and goes, and I do that with all the support people, and they really do laugh. They really reckon it's funny. Like the day I shit stir Maddie with the fake spider. I got a fake spider in the van. It's in the sun visor. And sometimes people pull the sun visor and this black spider jumps out. And I love Maddie. We all love Maddie. Maddie is a legend to the channel. Maddie started with me, as most people know, for only one session. One shift Maddie and I were meant to do last year. I think it was July last year, August last year. Maddie says to me it's August last year. I'm sure it was the year before that. It could have been August. Was it August last year? I'm just trying to think. We've had the van I think I bought the van in September last year. Or was it? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, she started with me in August, right? I think it was last year. And Maddie says to me, what do you reckon about me doing one shift? And, we done one shift, and my case manager phoned me up and said, "Oh, what did you reckon about Maddie?" And I said to her, "I really would love to have her on the team. She's great to work with. She's funny, she's shy, she's like me, she's very clumsy. We get on well together." And they put Maddie with me, and Maddie she was working with me for about, I think it was almost a year, and then she had her placement to do her course that she was doing, and she did leave the Dream Team for a couple of months, and recently she came back. I think it was in September, October. She came back to the Dream Team, and she's been with me ever since, working with me. She started to do say with me one day with me, and then she started to do another day with me, and all this. So it was really cool to see her come with me to do this day. And then she started, as you guys know, on a Monday. She started to do a Monday with me. Come here, Butch. Come here, please. Come here, please. So yeah, she started to do 2 days with me, and that's the way it's worked today so far. And I couldn't be more happier to have Maddie back. Good morning. I'm not too bad. Let's see. I did have a bit of drama before my mum came out. I was in the toilet. My mum had a go at me for using her electricity for my live stream because my phone was nearly flat and I had to charge it. But now I've got my battery pack out here with me, so that doesn't matter. I'm quite okay with that. Sometimes it seems to be she gets upset on days that I have this bullshit meeting. She sort of likes to, how do you say it, upset me and make me feel not happy, sort of thing, and then I get stressed, and then it spoils my day, and it spoils my shift with Maddie or whoever I'm working with, because they start going on and on and on, and yeah, it can really, it can bring me down, and I don't like that, so I have to just ignore it and just do what I do, is YouTube. That's sort of my way of escaping, I guess, is coming out here, talking to you guys, and interacting with people that know me, and of course you guys know what I'm about and what I go through and the struggles I have, and it's just good to catch up with new subscribers that are on here and talk to everyone that is part of the gang and it's in the hood with me, because there's a lot of you people that have been subscribers from day one, and that has been over a year ago since I started this channel. I think it was a year and 3 months when I started this channel, and it's really taken off. Really, I'm really proud to see all the people that have been on the channel and what you've been up to, and following along with you guys has been really good. I'm not going to say it hasn't had its ups. It's had ups, it's had downs. All channels go through ups and downs, but I reckon we've come out on this channel, we've come out on the other side. We've had a lot of people on my channel, as you know, recently, a couple of months ago now it was, a couple of people tried to bring the channel down. You know, try to say all this nasty stuff about me, and they didn't get me. They're always saying nasty stuff about the support people, and comments that weren't very nice to them, and stuff like that. And you know, some of the support people, you know, they got a bit upset about it. And you know, and I said in one of my live streams, this was about a couple of months ago now, when it all started to flare up and people were being disrespectful to everyone that I work with, that look after me. I turned around and I said on a live stream, I said, well, look, you know, if people are going to be nasty to the support team, then, you know, that's not the way we run on the channel. We want everyone to be happy. We want everyone to be respectful to one another. You know, we want everyone to have jokes, of course. We want everyone to talk to each other in the chat. That's what I do the live streams for, so people can talk to one another. They can talk to your friends. You can talk to one another on the chat, see what's going on, see what the other person's doing, and you know, communicate with people. And at the end of the day, as you guys know, I'm not one that communicates that well. I am a very, very shy person. I find it hard to mix with people because I'm very easily led, and sometimes I get myself into situations where it's very hard for me to get out of them, if you know what I mean. And that's why I have my support people with me, so I don't get into those sticky situations where I know I can't get myself out of. So at the end of the day, yes, I do try and stay with me. Try and get myself out of there, sort of thing. So at the end of the day, you will see me do lives on different topics. And we all know that you like Maddie in the live streams. We all love Maddie in the live streams. She's a character when she's in the live streams. As you guys know, I done a live stream with Maddie. This was about last year sometime, and we were doing a live stream, and Maddie done a makeup course in the live stream, right? And we got about 17,000 views for that live stream. And I thought to myself, that's pretty good. I'm just going to put my charge on because I'm expecting a call, and I forgot all about that. And why isn't my charger working? Hang on, guys. There's a bit of a loose connection somewhere. I hope that's the right button. Hang on, guys. I just got to see what. Is that better? Okay. See how that works. No charging. Hang on, guys. I just got to find out. There we go. That's better. Sorry, guys. I had to put my charger on because, as I said, I'm expecting a call around 9:30, 10:30 from my cousin down in Melbourne. She was going to call to talk to my dad to see how he's going, to see how the family's going and stuff like that. So she did say to me yesterday that she was going to call me and to talk to my father. So if you do see the live cut off, it's not my fault. It's just that someone is trying to get through to me, and then after they've finished, I will restart the live stream so then we can consume what we're talking about, sort of thing. And of course I want to keep the phone charged because I've got to head over yonder when the time comes. A lot of people will probably think, what do you find to talk about in like 3 hours and 4 hours when you do your live streaming? Do you ever get bored because you can't read some questions? How does it work, Peter, for you? Basically, I guess how it works for me, I sit here and I sometimes take a pause because I am thinking about what I'm going to be talking on a live stream. And sometimes you will hear me on a live stream. I will sometimes repeat something on a live stream. This be aware that people with ADHD sometimes do repeat some things on a live stream. We are not perfect. I don't try to be perfect. I don't try to pretend to be perfect. All I do ask is everyone gives each other a go on my channel, and you give me a go, of course, because at the end of the day, I'm not here to harm anyone. I want you to respect me, and I'm going to respect you back. That's the way I roll, guys. I don't expect people. Hi, Ryan. That's someone that has sent me a message again. There's always people sending me messages and stuff like that. But it's okay. We'll get up to that message later when I've done what I've got to do. So yeah, the end of the day, I do what I do, and I've made a small channel like this channel. I've made a small channel like this channel go a long way. This channel, since it first started, has come a long way from the 50 subscribers that it had. Now it's up to, say with me, a good 6,998, whatever it is now. It's come a long way from what it used to be, and I never thought when I first started this channel, I didn't think that because I watched YouTubers before I started the YouTube channel. I watched YouTubers, I've studied YouTubers, I studied the content, what they put out on their channels and stuff like that. And I was, thinking to myself, well, these people, they've been on longer than I have. Like some of them have been on 2 or 3 years or more, 4 years, and they've only got up to like 1,000, 2,000 subscribers. And I was thinking to myself, well, okay, if I do when I start the YouTube channel, I know it won't become more than that. It'll probably stay at that level, sort of thing. And I was thinking to myself, well, okay, if it stays at that level, well, yeah, that's fine. It will probably build itself up. But I was shocked to see that this channel had really taken off. I mean, really taken off. I mean, you guys had blown this channel straight out the water and made it, past the 3,000, 4,000. And then to see last year that this channel had got over 6,000 subscribers. I mean, it was this year. No, it was this year. Tell it all, it was this year. That this turned to 6,000 subscribers this year. I think it was in July this year when we moved in here. This channel really started to take off again. And I was just scratching my head, thinking to myself, if I get to 6,000, that's fine. I'm happy with that. But then I was thinking to myself, that's really something that I should be proud of. That you guys have helped me over that 6,000 line, and you've got me over where I wanted to be, sort of thing. And I thought to myself, that's pretty damn good, because not many people on a YouTube channel can get a lot of subscribers and can get a lot of people on their channel. They struggle, and for my channel too, as you guys know, I don't edit videos. I put the videos out the way they are. I don't edit videos. I'll give you the raw me, I'll give you the ins, I'll give you the outs, sort of things on videos. We do lots of driving videos. We do those sort of videos, and we put those videos out for you guys so you can watch them and you can have a laugh with us and you can see what we're doing. And at the end of the day, I enjoy being honest with you guys. I'm glad that I don't edit my videos. If I edit my videos, it'll take away from the realness of the channel. It'll take the realness away of me, of what I'm about and who I'm about, sort of thing. So I'm glad in a way that I've kept the channel as raw as I can, and that I don't, that was a truck going by, that I don't edit this, I don't edit that. At the end of the day, that can spoil a channel. That can make a channel sort of, not what people want to see, because everyone that watches YouTube, I mean, there's lots of you people that probably watch YouTube day in, day out. You watch YouTube, you come home from work or for whatever you're doing, and you watch YouTube and you think, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go and watch my favourite YouTuber, see what he's up to today. And a lot of people do watch the YouTubers, and if you you know, watch some YouTubers. Some of their content is pretty good, but they leave the important bits out. Like they'll be fixing something, and they'll leave that part out. They'll say, "Oh no, I'll get back to you after I've done that." And I guess people too, you know, they do want to see it. Maybe a lot of people want to see a bit of that sort of stuff, but some people want to see a different YouTube content creator. They want to see what that YouTuber is doing, not what someone else is. Yeah, put this together, to put that together, and all of that. And it can be very frustrating when you're a YouTuber like I am now, and I watch people that put their YouTube stuff together. And sometimes I'm watching a YouTuber do, and I'm itching my leg, for people get the wrong idea. I see what YouTubers are doing, and the way they're putting their content together, that's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind it. But the only thing I'm saying is, the only thing I don't like about some YouTubers, and this is not for everyone, I'm not singling anyone out, I'm not picking on it, this is my point of view as now I am a YouTuber, this is my point of view. Sometimes I don't like the way YouTubers will say, "Oh, go and watch the video and find out for yourself. Oh, it's going to be exciting." I'll just put the video out there. I know these people do that for a living every day. They have to make views, they have to make their money, and that's the way they do make money. And I take my hat off to them, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I believe in people should be allowed to, you know, watch those videos, and if you like them, you like them. I mean, like I watch a person called, I'm taking a lolly from my throat, Say With Me, Jason Crocker. He does the Crocker Life on the YouTube channel, The Crockers, right? And he sits down, does a Crocker video, talking about what he's doing and all that sort of thing. And I watched one of his videos the other day where he was painting a house, his new house that he bought with his wife and his daughter. That's great. He was showing the painting and stuff, and he fast forwarded it to show people how he done that. And I know, you know, he would have been filming like 6 or 7 hours, moving the camera here, moving the camera there to get that, because some people don't realise the behind the scenes of a YouTuber is when you're doing multiple, like filming, you're moving the camera from here, you're moving it from there, you're moving the stand from like here to there to get what you want people to see you get. But you know, as you're doing that, you go through the whole, some people go through the whole footage, right, of their YouTube stuff that they put on their channel. They go through the whole footage of what they've filmed that day, right? And what they do is they will go through their footage of the YouTube stuff that they film. They'll put it all together in one video. They'll cut this bit out, they'll cut that bit out, they'll cut the boring bit out. I don't work like that. I will show you the good bits, I'll show you the boring bits. I'm now starting to do, instead of those 20-minute videos I used to do, I do the driving 20-minute videos, that will still go on, don't worry about that. But they'll be like a part 1, part 2, because we'll cut them down to 10, because people, I've noticed people in my driving video, they don't really want to see like a 20-minute me sitting behind the wheel of a high ace driving it for 20 minutes. You guys want to see a part 1 and a part 2, like you do on the way back, a part 1, part 2. It gives me then more content to put out to you guys, and I'm not cutting this bit out, I'm not cutting that bit out. It's in one video. You'll see the warts and all. And that's what I see on lots of people that do their YouTube channels. They cut this bit out, they cut that bit out, and for me, there's nothing more that aggravates me sometimes when I'm watching someone fix the car. They're getting to the good bit, and I say, "Oh, I'll come back and I'll show you how to do that." And they've done it already, and you don't get to actually see them do that bit, if you know what I mean. And that's why sometimes it can be frustrating when you're a YouTuber and you see your YouTuber doing things their way, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. It can be a bit frustrating, but I guess each to their own, as they say. YouTubers do you know, the content that they put out, because that's the way they film, that's the way they do it, and I completely get that. On this channel, I do things a bit more different. I do things now to make people laugh. I show you if I'm going to do, if something is really funny, I'll try and do it. I mean, like, I can't jump a fence. I mean, if I jump a fence, I'm probably going to dislocate my knee or something. So I can't do that. But I do do things that I can. Well, me and Maddie, we're always doing funny things. Like Maddie yesterday at the doggy park, she was walking and she got her pants caught in her shoe and nearly went arse over in the caca. And I said to Maddie, you got to be careful, you nearly ended up in the poo. And Maddie said, yeah, I nearly did, didn't I? And Maddie and I, you know, we joke about stuff like, you know, funny things Maddie does and how clumsy Maddie is. We're both clumsy. Maddie and I are both clumsy. I mean, I do stuff that you would never see on the videos, because sometimes we don't film all the time. We're not filming all the time. Those videos that you see, or me just walking up to the thing that I go, I video it there and then, and I'm walking up there, I'll take you guys with me. I'll film it. We'll walk up there together. I don't really film like when I trip over something, because the camera's not on all the time. The phone is not running all the time, so we're filming constantly the day. You know, some people have said to me, Peter, why don't you do a 7-hour video? Answer to that question is, if I done a 7-hour video with me and Maddie, a 7-hour video for the whole shift, just the video for 7 hours, it would take me maybe 5, maybe 2 days to upload that video, because that video will just take, the camera will just take its time uploading it. And what would you see? You'd sit there, you'd be bored. You'd be bored for a 7-hour video of me and Maddie. You know, what would we film? We just film us talking, dog walking, and then sometimes you get phone calls. And when you get phone calls, it cuts the video out. So if I done one of those, bang, someone would phone me, bang, the video would, I'd have to restart again. And because I do get phone calls every day, people do phone me up to see how I'm going and what I'm doing and stuff like that. The people do like to make sure that I'm okay. I'll get my other support caseworkers, they phone me up. My sometimes other support workers that have worked with me in the past phone me up and say, "G'day, Pete, what are you going on about? What's the matter, Moy?" They'll phone me up, they'll talk to me. My old mate Sophie, she'll phone me up. She's an old support worker I used to work with a year and a half ago. She still phones me up and says, "Pete, how are you? I miss you. Hope everything is fine." I said, "Yeah, I miss you too, Soph." We'll have a talk, and sometimes when we do have a talk, the thing goes off. The video will go off because automatically, bang, it cuts out. So, you know, a lot of people were saying to me, "Why don't you have 2 phones, Pete? One you can video constantly, and it won't affect your camera work." Ideal world, that'd be great, but I like to do everything from my new phone here, which people will probably wonder, well, what is that phone? For new subscribers that don't know, 2 months ago I bought a phone called, you guys will know, 17 Pro Max, which is for me a real good phone, because I done the video. I don't know if you saw the video I put out today, Sarah, of Maddie. I zoomed it right up, so we done a close-up and we done a back. We wanted to try something a bit different with the phone to show you guys the functions of what the phone has got and how it works, and I thought that was great. It lets me zoom in when I'm filming, and I can do a driving video with, if say Maddie's got the phone against in the phone holder in the van there, she can do a driving video where we're actually going, but have the picture of herself talking up top here somewhere, you know. And I thought that's bloody clever. So, you know, I'm going to do more of those as well for you guys. I think it's called Caption. Maddie was the one who found it out for me. We are going to do more of those videos as well, like going down to the spit. When we get that thing sorted, I will be doing more caption videos. A lot of people have been asking me, "Are you going to SeaWorld, Pete? What's the story?" SeaWorld will be coming up in February sometime. I have to go get the pass for me, for a year pass to go to SeaWorld. Maddie wants to take me to Wet n Wild. This will be happening. I said to Maddie, if we bust the tube, don't blame me. Because Maddie said, oh, the heaviest person goes at the front. And I said, well, that would be me, wouldn't it? And Maddie said, no, you're small. If I put you at the front, you go flying down the other end. So Maddie will go that end and I'll sit at the back. Because I don't want to end up crashing and going straight through the pool and up to the other end. And people are asking me, will you video it? I don't think I could video that because, for a start, I don't think this camera would be waterproof. I'd have to get a GoPro or something to do that. And the GoPros cost a lot of cash, as you guys know. But something I'll be up for, saving up for, is to get a GoPro to do those kind of videos, to take you with us. Like when we go to SeaWorld and all those places. To take you with us so you can see us having a bit of fun and get up to the adventures that we're doing. Sorry Izzy, there's no pies today because Maddie's friend went to work and she didn't, Maddie couldn't find the pie maker. So I do very much apologise for that, Izzy, and to all the people that were looking forward to Maddie and I making pies today. Unfortunately, we cannot find the pie maker, which makes this very awkward to do pies without the pie maker. But anyway, we will be doing something exciting, cooking something exciting for you guys to watch and you guys to learn. And of course, Sarah will be here for it too, I suppose. We are doing a live stream at 7 o'clock tonight, Sarah, or 6:30 tonight till 8 o'clock on the YouTube. If you want to join in that as well, that will be happening tonight with Maddie. Maddie will be here till 8 o'clock with me tonight. So if you want to join in with your boyfriend or whatever and introduce him to us, that's fine. We're all up for that. And I'll be quite happy to talk to anyone that wants to join us for the 6:30 to 7 to 8 o'clock p.m. live stream here on the YouTube channel. People ask more about TikTok. We might be heading over there, we're not quite sure. I do head over to TikTok a hell of a lot, and I'm basically always over there. I do live streams over on TikTok, and I do them on this channel. And this channel is the channel that does more communications. Like more people on this channel, more people subscribe to this channel. And this is the channel basically I love being on. I love being on this channel here. I'm not one... The TikTok is great, don't get me wrong, I love TikTok. I'm all for the followers that have started to follow me over there, and that's really great. But YouTube is my sort of passion channel. I love being here. I love sitting down. Yes, I have got a lolly. People are wondering, I have got a lolly for my sugar. Do have a lolly, do have a packet of chips here, which is Twisties for people that are asking me. Being a diabetic, I carry this stuff around because you never know when your sugar level, my watch tells me when my sugar is getting to a certain level, take the lolly, puts it back up to where it should be. So I'm always careful like that. Being a diabetic, you have to look out for yourself like that. Before people ask me, when did you get diagnosed as being a diabetic, Pete? I think I was 40, I'm pretty sure I was 40 years old. That's what, I was 40 years old. I went for a blood test with the doctor, glucose tolerance blood test down in Melbourne. They said to me, we're going to do a blood test now that you've had sugar in you, right? It was around, I don't know, whatever it was, 7 I think it was. Then I waited 2 hours, but in 2 hours I couldn't stop going to the toilet, you know, number one, all the time. So after 2 hours, you do another blood test to see what the level is up with the sugar, if it's dropped or if it's up. So, yeah, done the blood test, made an appointment 5 days later to get my results, right? I rock up, talk to the doctor. I said, how's it looking, doctor? What's going on? Can you please explain to me what's going on? She said to me, Pete, you're a diabetic, mate. Your sugar count was 7.8. We need to bring it down to around between 4.8 and 6.5 or 7.2 maximum. And I said, okay, fine. I said, what does this mean? Needles? And lady doctor, she said, no, you have to take tablets for the rest of your life. Like, I think it was Diplex 500 I started off with, one in the morning, one at night, which was 1,000 milligram. That wasn't holding the sugar. It was still up, down. So they put me on 500 in the morning, 1,000 at night. That made 1,500. That was too strong for me. That was making me go toilet, having runs and stuff like that. So I went back, and the doctor put me on Diplex 850, so 850 at night and 850 in the morning. So far, done me great, no problem. I do have to go for a blood test next year sometime, early next year when I get the van in. I'll go for the blood test when the van's in and out the way. I will go for a blood test to see about my sugar, my cholesterol and all that stuff. Even though I exercise, and people say, oh Pete, you probably don't need it, I've got a lolly in my mouth. Lolly? Yeah, I still will be going to do that, and even though I exercise, it's better to be safe than sorry and get yourself checked over. And even though I do now a bit of walking, because I have got a walking stick in my van, which I have been using a lot, because I was a person for a very long time that say when we went through walking difficulties with his knees and stuff like that, and basically I've just learnt now with my tablets I'm taking fish oil. I take fish oil capsules, 2,000 milligrams, so I take 2 of those, which is 4,000 milligrams. Do my leg exercises, which I have to do to keep my kneecaps in where they should be, and that's kept me in good stead. But you could say I have been a bit crooked. I had glandular fever when I was younger. This was spray painting. I was at the workshop, and I say when we were spraying all the time, those Lungaras with the lacquer paint, spraying. And because I didn't have the mask on all the time, because I had, my friends were like me, they had disabilities, so I had a girl, Down syndrome, tall guy named Michael. You looked at him, you wouldn't think there was nothing wrong with him. Fortunately, Michael was born of a mind like a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, and that used to upset me because he was a great person. I took him under my wing. He used to work with me in the spray booth. He was always by my side in the spray booth, and of course there was my girlfriend Fiona. She was in charge of telling the people, I'll give that to Peter now so he can spray it, and you have to put that on the shelf. And then the next person would pass me something, I'd put it on the table, the sprayed round wheel thing, spray it sort of thing like that. Someone would come and take it for me, then I'd go over to the other table, get the other gun ready, which had the lacquer in there for me. I'd go over, and while that was doing, I'd have a 2-minute break, and I'd get the other gun that was empty. I'll put a bit of thinners in it, squirt it through the jet so it wouldn't get blocked, and then I'd take the inner nozzle out, not the outer nozzle, the inner nozzle, because the spray gun, you've got two nozzles. You've got the outer nozzle, you take that out. I took the inner nozzle out where the pin goes into the regulator to regulate the spray, like fin and all that. So I took that out because sometimes you get from the bottom of the 20 litre containers of paint, you get that rubber stuff that's on the lid that disintegrate down the bottom, and it goes through the gun and block your gun. So I pulled it to pieces, get the stuff out and blow it like that, put it back in, tighten the nozzle back up and spray the finish through it to give it a good clean out. And when I had the paint, the lacquer paint there, I put a little bit of finish to help it through, and that really helped it through just for one time, and then you just keep filling it up like that. And yeah, every so often I'd check it to make sure there was nothing blocking, because you know when you spray paint, something goes, that's it, you've got to start all over again, because you'll get a spray bubble in it, or it can be a nightmare, especially if you're spraying cars and stuff like Sarah does. It can be really annoying when that happens, because then you have to go back and do it all again, and believe me, it's a pain in the ass. Basically I was doing that, just spraying, and I got sick. I was helping my friend shift, because I had another van, and I was helping my friend shift, right, and I didn't feel the best. On the Sunday night, I got back home, and you know, I was at home and I was getting ready to go to work on Monday to spray paint again. And I got home, and say with me, I had a rash at my arms, my body, and I thought, uh-oh, I've got to go and see the doctor, something's not right with me. So I made an appointment, I took myself to the doctor. I said, Doc, I've got this rash. And because he had it, because he was in Vietnam Army, right? And he says, Pete, you know that you've got glandular fever. And I thought, oh no, this sounds really, really bad. He said, what it is because you've been working so hard in the spray booth, you've allowed your body to go down. So what happened was, I wasn't allowed to drink beer, I wasn't allowed to drink milk or any dairy products for 6 weeks. I wasn't allowed to drive for 6 weeks because of the sugar, because of the liver was not functioning properly. So I had to have blood tests every week to make sure, and they couldn't give me medication because with glandular fever, you have to let it go out of your system, right? So, I don't know why this phone keeps dropping out of charge. Sorry guys, I just want to make sure everything's all right here. So, I couldn't really say when it, there we go, it should be working, there we go. I couldn't really do nothing about it. So, for 6 weeks, I didn't go to work. At the workshop, and the money I used to get at the workshop. Now, here's another thing people don't realise. Back in the day in the workshop, I only used to get paid $40 a week as well as my pension. That was it for doing a 7-hour day in the spray booth. 7-hour day, $40 a week, $80 a fortnight. For 5 days a week, 7 hours, 8 hours a day. And a lot of people said to me, Pete, mate, you want to go and get a save me a job as a spray painter where you get more than that. And I did try with one of the people there that was a person that helped you find jobs, right? Did try to help me find a job. I wanted to go to work at a petrol station. I think it was up in Ben Lee or something back in the 90s. But then when they said to me that the petrol station had been robbed a couple of times at night, I thought to myself, that's definitely probably not the place I should be working at. So yeah, basically, yeah, I used to work myself into a state, you know, trying to get the products out for the workshop and trying to get this out for them, and you know, because every time you'd have like the hardest thing I had to spray was for the kindergarten. Kindergartens used to have those shelf things, what do you call it, shelf with wheels and stuff like that, and you had to spray them in a clear lacquer, right? But before that, you'd have to put a wood sealer to seal the wood, wood sealer. So I'd do that wood seal one. It used to take me about 5 or 10 minutes. I used to go through, I think, a pot of the paint, that the sealer for the gun, and you know, by the time I sealed one of those, right, I'd have to let it dry. So then the people that would work with me used to sand it for me, sandpaper it, to make it shiny, you know, sandpaper it. And then after, I get the air gun and blow it off, so there's no dust before you put the last coat of lacquer on it, the good coat of lacquer. So basically, you know, spraying is not as easy as what people think it is. You've got to have a skill to spray paint. Like, I would put the gun right down low to get inside where the shelves were, so I didn't make an overspray or runs or stuff like that. Because if you stand, like, you got the, how can I show you? If you've got a gun like, spray gun like that, and you're spraying a piece of wood like that, and you're going right up to it like that, or whatever you're spraying, you're going to get runs. And then you have to wait for it to dry, you've got to sand it out, start again. So I have to be really careful. I used to put the gun down really low, so I'd get a nice coat, like that. And yeah, I was doing that. It used to be about 7 or 8 of them used to come down, those things to spray. And you know, by the time I'd done that, then I had in the afternoon all my brush heads I had to spray with the other gun. So the other gun would have a matte lacquer in there. So I'd be spraying with one gun, the wood sealer in one booth. I'd jump into the other booth and I would spray the wood sealer for the other pot, for the other stuff. But I would put that right in the spray booth so it wouldn't get overspray from the other stuff. So basically, yeah, I was spraying with 2 guns. The lady that used to help me, Leanne, her name was, she had asthma. She used to work in the spray booth with me, and she used to do the spray painting with me when I first started in there. But then she decided, oh no, I can't do it anymore, and she just used to paint, I don't know, those things you put in the ground for real estate agents to put for sale, stuff like that. I used to paint those in white, right? And so then it was up to me. The supervisor asked me and said, well, Pete, how would you feel about being leading hand in the spray booth and taking it over and doing what you've got to do, you know, spraying and getting everything out the door, and we'll find you some people from the kitchen that, you know, disability people from the kitchen that don't do nothing, only fold paper. And I said, yeah, sure. I said, as long as I can pick them, because I know who I want. And I think these people will be good. Let's trial them out and see how they go. So I had my best friend, Chris. He had cerebral palsy. His knees were, you know, funny, but good sense of humour. Became my best mate. I had him, I had Michael, I had little Sandra, the Down syndrome girl. I had my girlfriend, Fiona. And I had a girl called Chrissy, Down syndrome girl, another lady called Debbie. Probably asked me, why did you have 6 people working in a spray booth? Well, because one person would pass me the stuff so I could put it on so it'll be on the table ready for me to put the mask back on and spray. Another person would take it away, put it in the thing. Another person would get the other side of the spray booth ready for me with the stuff I had to spray. So while I finished that row of brush heads that I was spraying, one row I'd finish, I'd quickly go into the spray booth next door to me, I'd do the wood sealer, let it dry, go back to doing the brush heads again. Then when that was done, I used to then go back to pull it out so the people could sand it for me. My people that were working under me to sand it for me. And after that, what would happen would be then they'd sand it, I would blow it off ready, I would do some more brush heads, another row of brush heads we used to have like a line that used to go of wood and stuff like that. You want to go. So we used to do that. And then I would go back and I would then saving me duty. I've got to go toilet. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Hang on. What do you want? What do you want? You want to come with me or what? Come on. Ah, right. Sorry, guys. Had to go to the loo. It does help. I have to go. Went to the loo. Um, yeah, went inside and my mother started complaining again. There's nothing. There's nothing unusual about that, guys. Believe me. Um, yeah. So I'm there. That's what. That was the story. Um, um, Geez, it's been a long live so far, hasn't it, guys? 7 people have liked the live. That's good. I'm very pleased about it. If you want to like and subscribe, please do like and subscribe too. Um, we do appreciate it. Um, Mum's going off her head again. That's my mum going off again. Ah, joys of being me, guys. Joys of being me. Um, I am waiting for the phone to charge up. It's still at 97%. It's on charge, but it hasn't got to 100% yet. I think it's at 96% on the charger, which is okay. Um, I am expecting that phone call soon, guys, from Melbourne. So if we do get cut off in the live stream, it's because I'm expecting a phone call from Melbourne. And I'd just like to apologise now in case it does happen. I don't know what time it will be, but I'm just letting people, trying to let them be aware that we will be having a phone call at the same time. Um, let me see. Sorry guys, I'm listening to my mother as well. She's in there yapping her gums again. Always when I have this meeting, she goes off. And then it puts me in a bad situation because then it makes me feel not good for the whole day and the whole session that I'll be doing when I support people. So it does put me in a bad situation. Mum thinks that I've got money, but I've got the money that I've got for the bills that are coming out from the phone. And I do like to be ahead in stuff that I am doing. So at the end of the day, it does make it pretty hard to do what I'm doing when you're under a certain amount of stress. I'm thinking, what else are we going to talk about? There's so much stuff I do want to talk to you guys about. I'm just trying to work out where I'm going to start talking about. Basically, there's a lot of stuff that's happening today. So much stuff, and sometimes it's very hard to deal with all the stuff that I'm dealing with. It does get on top of me, as most people know. I'm not one. I don't like confrontations. I never have and never will. And this is a subject I'm going to get into now when I'm on the live stream. It seems to be every day, not every day. Every time I have a meeting, people jump down my throat, and then I am the one who gets in trouble. As you can hear her going off her head again. It just it makes me nervous, and it's not a good place. Come here, Butch. What have you been up to, fella? You come here. No, I don't trust you without the lead. Sorry guys, I've got the dog here again. I'm just keeping an eye on the dog so he doesn't wander away. What do you got there? What do you got? What? Leave that. Leave it. Oh, man. Butch, leave that alone. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing today, is chilling out. As I said, later on, we're going to head up there, check that area out again, because I think would be good to have, a meeting up there, if there's no one out there, up there, I hope, because it is a community area and other people do use it. It's not complete, because a lot of people probably thought, was that your area, Pete? No, it isn't. It's a community area in the retirement village where people can go, they can sit down, and they can say with me, sit down and they can do their own thing. So at the end of the day, yeah, it is for the community, not only for me. It's the people that live here. So the people that live here, we've got community areas that we can go to, sit down, like a barbecue area, which is there, and this area here, which is here, which I'm sitting down at here, which is our area. But that area is for everyone else that sits down with it, is what they use, if you know what I mean. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking to the dog?
Hold on.
Watch. You want to sit down here? All right. Butch is here. We thought Butch wanted to go out, but he wants to sit down here. Oh, that was a close one. That was really a close one. We've got an angle up here where the bus goes, and the bus goes on an angle like that, and it makes it very hard for the bus to get on that angle. So yeah, it is a bit funny when that happens, sort of thing. I mean, oh, not again. This phone, it keeps saying it's on charge, but it won't. Charge. There. I think we've got a loose connection on my phone, my charger here, because it wants to charge, but it does charge sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't charge. I think what's happened was the dog has bitten into it, and he's made the connection frail the way it is, so that's why it doesn't sort of charge properly. So I do apologise for that, guys. Time is approaching 9:30. Geez, I've been on a live stream for nearly 2.5 hours on different live streams. Bloody hell. Izzy, you going to jump in and have a talk to us on the live streams? We would appreciate you being here for us. The last live stream I done with Izzy went for 4.5 hours. It was a live stream we done while we were waiting. I think it was waiting for Maddie. We done a live stream, Izzy and I, and it lasted 4 hours. It was really one of those live streams that we were just talking about random stuff and everything, and it got to the point where people were joining in with us. They were having a good time and stuff like that. And you did the job. I did. People are asking me, did I like my job at spray painting at work? I did. Very much did like it. It was really cool. It was satisfying. It's good to see, paint going on stuff, but you'd get sticky fingers as well from the lac, and you'd have to wash them with thinners. It was good to see a product being finished and that you put in that product and you were the one who helped, to do that product and put it out to the people that used to order the stuff from us to do what they had to do with it, making bus heads and do langaras and stuff like that. It was really cool to see that stuff being used, and yeah, I was very proud to do the spray painting back in the day at the workshop there, because when I first started at the workshop, I was just drilling holes in wood for say with me, like garden post sort of thing, with those picket fence things, how you see them got half a bit missing, there's a drill that goes like that, and it cuts half a bit out, and then you turn it around and cut half a bit out that way. And basically I was doing that for a while when I first got there at the workshop there, and then I sat down and I stay with me, sat down and I done all that and basically done what I had to do and stuff like that, and it was really cool, really cool to do that sort of thing. But yeah, at the end of the day I got sick and things happen, and that's the way I guess life happens for some of us. Trying to work out what else I'm going to talk about. I think I'm going to end this live. I'll pop back a bit later, guys.